We're live again. Let's see if anybody joins the live. What's up, Eddie? What's up, Jazz? How are you guys doing? I thought for a second nobody was coming. I was getting lonely over here. Hope you're doing well, Jazz. All the way over in Canada, possibly driving your truck right around right now. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Eddie, good to see you in the chat as well. I thought you said you couldn't come tonight, so it's particularly nice to see you here. And big love to whoever's hit the like button, taking us to a grand total of 1 likes. We're off to the races, guys. 1 likes. Sounds like an advert in the background. Not ideal. Thank you for the update, Eddie. That's very helpful. Honestly, like I say, you do a better job than a lot of like actual bots. So shout out to you, Eddie. I'm currently eating a bit of chocolate brownie, as I usually am. To be fair, Jazz says woohoo. 100%. Jazz always bring the energy. Love it. Lovely to see. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm currently eating some chocolate brownie with some flaked almonds on top, made by my dear mother, and I'm also having some blueberries as well, just to balance it out. Now, it's going to be a chill stream tonight, guys. I've been to Manchester today, which is a couple of hours from me. Got some new clothes, just to update you. Got some new clothes for the summer, ready to rock. In the warmer months, got some t-shirts, got some shorts, and then travelled home. So I'm a little bit tired after the journey, but nothing too crazy. Eddie says I'm listening while playing pool. Cool. Good to hear, Eddie. Well, I love playing pool, to be fair. So yeah, have us on in the background. And Kaylin says, hi, Edward. Hello to you, Kaylin. Good to see you in the chat. And it's good to see Benson Park Manager back in the chat. What's up to you, Benson? How are you doing? You're saying hello. And Ronan is here. Ronan. He says, happy Star Wars Day to my second family. May the forces be with you. May the 4th. Isn't it May the 5th today? What day is it today? May the 4th. It is May the 4th. Maybe the 4th be with you as well, Ronan. I thought for a second, I was like, Ronan's a day out. But in fact, Ronan's right on time. So shout out to you, Ronan. And big love to all the people watching the stream right now. I'm currently eating some chocolate brownie with some blueberries as well. And a little cheeky glass of soy milk to go with it. So we're reading messages out with the chat. We've got some regular crew right here, right now. We've got Kaylin in the chat. We've got Eddie. We've got Ronan. We've got Benson Park Manager. Who else have we got? If you're out there, say hello. Benson Park Manager says, how are you? I'm okay, I guess. I have to write 2,000 words in 7 hours. Is that a dissertation, Benson? Is that like a university dissertation? Shout out to everyone that's just joined the room. Hope you guys are doing well. We're chilling. We're eating some chocolate brownie with some blueberries. We're catching up on chat messages. So if you're out there, say hello. I'd love to give you a shout out. And this stream is just getting going. Charlene is back in the chat. Says, hi, Edward. The show was great. Oh, that's Charlene. Thank you very much. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we do these streams, guys, because they're positive energy. They're good vibes. People making friends and coming together from all over the world. So shout out to you, Charlene. Love that. Netanyahu is back in the chat and says, what happens after we die? Couldn't tell you, Netanyahu. I could not tell you. I guess we'll find out. We'll all of us one day will find out, but I don't have the answer to that question. But I do know that I've got a lot of love for the 4 people that have hit like on this stream. Shout out to you, and shout out to the 14 people watching right now I'm always curious to know where people are from, and like I've told the chat many times before, one of my favourite parts about streaming is connecting with people from all over the world. So if you're out there, jump in the chat and tell me where you're from, because we've got Ronan in America, we've got myself in England, we've got, I think Kaylin's in England, so we've got Jazz in Canada, so we've got a very international crew in here, and we always do. So for real, jump in the chat and say hey. Eddie says, loving my event log. Eddie, I'm loving the event logs, for real. Like, don't tire yourself out, but those event logs are great. Ronan says, I would have been on, but I've been watching every Star Wars movie and TV show in order, and we'll finish on Thursday. Ronan, crushing it for May the 4th. May the 4th be with all the 13 people watching this stream right now. Ronan has been back-to-back watching all of the Star Wars movies and TV shows. WB is here, who says, late but still here. WB, love to see you. And it's great to see 17 people in the room. How are you guys doing? We're chilling, we're vibing, we're hanging out as we always do, coming together from all over the globe. And right now on my end, I'm eating some homemade homemade chocolate brownie. I say homemade, it wasn't made by me, it was made by my dear mother. And yeah, some blueberries to go with it. And just off camera, a glass of soy milk. So we are ready to party, guys, ready to rock. We've got the crew in the chat. We've got people watching. I've got some chocolate brownies and blueberries. Life is good. And what's up to you, Nathan Bowman, who says hello. Good to see you, Nathan. Good to see you. And you just asked what's going on here. Well, hopefully you just heard from me what's going on here right now. Chocolate brownie, vibing with the chat, catching up with new people, making new friends. So maybe you might be one of the new crew. So yeah, hit subscribe to join the vibe. Mark is in the chat and says, it's my birthday. Well, Mark, I'm wishing you a very happy birthday. Many happy returns and welcome to the chat. And thank you as well to everyone in the chat for wishing Mark a happy birthday. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the chat. W chat. And Claire Cattenbell says, hello from the Netherlands. Claire, lovely to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm not just saying it. When people tell me where they're from, I love it. It's so cool to me to know that people are out there in different corners of the world, but here we are connected, vibing at the same time. So yeah, super cool. So shout out to you, Claire. Thanks for saying hello. And happy 11th birthday to Mark, who is 11 today. Nathan says, I think that's meant to say born, but I think it's auto-corrected to Neon. Neon in England, born in England, live in Scotland. Nice, Nathan. That is that's not a bad path to follow. Like, I'm an English person myself, an Englishman. Very proud to be so. But Scotland, what a country. What a great country. So great choice to relocate to, Nathan, or maybe it's your parents. But yeah, shout out to them. And Mark is from Derby in England. Thank you for sharing, Mark. Love it. I'm also in the north of England. So actually, well, is Derby? No, it's the Midlands, isn't it? It's the Midlands. But anyway, W to you, Mark. Javier Rivera says, do you know how to whistle? If you do, whistle a song that comes to your mind. If you can't think of a song, do a quick whistle instead. Well, randomly, when you said think of a whistle song, it made me think of that song, which isn't it called like whistle song, like whistle baby, whistle baby. Don't know why. That was the first thing that came to my head with a whistle. Kaylin says, what is question of the day? Well, that, Kaylin, is a good question in and of itself. No question of the day has been set. So, Kaylin, if you've got a question of the day, or anyone else does, we'd love to see it. And then maybe we'll put it in the Discord after this chat, after this stream. Aggressive says, what are we doing here today? Well, Aggressive, right now, we're chilling. I'm eating a chocolate brownie. But these streams are all about good vibes, hanging out, meeting new people. And like I say, along the way, I'll be sharing some of the things I eat with you. So if you like a chill community of people, jump in the stream and hit subscribe. Nathan says, hell yeah to the chocolate brownie. Well, thank you, Nathan. Much appreciate that. I combined two expressions there. I meant to say much appreciated, and I appreciate that. And I said much appreciate that. But hopefully you knew what I meant. But yeah, shout out to my mum, honestly, because she makes the brownies. She keeps me... My mum is like my dealer for brownies. She's like a brownie dealer. Except I don't have to pay. She'll just brings them my way. Just boxes of brownies. It's great. And they're all healthy as well. Soon we're going to drop the recipe for this. Like I told you guys yesterday, I'm not holding off on the recipe. I just haven't got around to actually making a video on it. But it's really easy and it's really healthy as well. So we'll have to share that with you guys. Eddie says, Edward, why didn't you watch my stream earlier? I didn't know you were streaming. I was on the train back from Manchester, so I wasn't really on my phone. I was like chatting to my mum. So yeah, I didn't know that you were streaming, but I hope it went well. I hope it went well, and good on you for you know, giving it a go with streaming and doing your thing. So shout out to you. Jai Hind says, "Hey bro, how are you? I am doing well. Thank you for asking, Jai. And you ask, what are you eating? Well, I'm eating a healthy homemade chocolate brownie. Good to see you in the chat, Jai Hind. And how are you doing?" Anime Maker says, "Oh, that's a troll comment. We'll move over that one." Nitty Courage says, "Good morning. Good morning to you, Nitty Courage or Nitty Courage. How are you doing?" And Guitar Freak says, "Good day. Good day to you, Guitar Freak. Guitar Freak. I'm going to hazard a guess from that good day that you might be from Australia. Or am I stereotyping? And you're, in fact, from nowhere to do with Australia, and you're stereotyping. I don't know. I'm not accusing you of stereotyping. I'm rambling. I'm excited because I've got this chocolate brownie and it's pretty nice. And of course, as well, we're on stream together, which is always exciting. Guitar Freak is indeed from Australia. Well, a double good day to you, mate. Yeah, shout out to you. Any part of what is it in Australia? Is it provinces or is it border? No, not border territory. Is it called? They're not called territories, right? What are they called? And obviously in England we have counties. In Canada they have provinces. America they have states. What is it called in Australia? Give my ignorance, but I actually can't think right now. And Assis is back in the chat and says, "Ni hao. Ni hao ma. Good to see you, Assis. How are you doing?" And it's states in Australia. Thank you for confirming. Would you be happy to share your state? You don't have to if you don't want to, but Australia is a pretty huge place. It's actually really massive when you think about it. Like, I know I'm stating the obvious there, but have you ever really looked at a map and just looked at Australia and be like, oh, that's one country, and the vast majority of it's got nothing going on. It's just like outback. If you wonder what we're talking about right now, we're chilling, we're vibing, we're hanging out. I'm eating a chocolate brownie with some blueberries, and like I said before, just off camera, carefully positioned, is the glass of soy milk. So we are fully locked and ready to roll this stream. So shout out to everyone that's joined this one. As usual, it's going to be a chill one. We're hanging out, we're vibing, we're spreading good energy, and we're connecting with people from all over the world. We've got Guitar Freak, who's in Victoria, Australia. Thank you for confirming. So we really do have a very global audience. So, like I said before, if you haven't shared already, jump in the chat and share where you're from. We've got people in the chat, I believe, from Derby, Victoria in Australia, Canada, Saskatchewan, which is the province. So yeah, we've got a pretty big spread. I can't speak tonight. We've got a pretty big spread of people. Claire says, "What do you do for a living?" I work in financial services, so I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. But my role is to help people look at their money, look at their savings, their situation, and see if the organisation I work for can improve their situation and support them to achieve their goals. But right now, I'm here trying to achieve my goal, which is hanging out, vibing with you guys as we always do. These streams are a lot of fun, but like I've told you many times before, they're only fun when you guys are here making it fun. So I'm doing my little bit. You guys are vibing in the chat, and between us, it's a beautiful thing. So thank you very much to everybody that's here. We're streaming 5 days of the week right now, and when we get to 500 subs, which is coming in fast, we are doing the house tour. I'm doing a little tour of my little house, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. And like I've said, I'm partially excited about that because it's a good excuse for me to make an effort and tidy my house up a little bit. Not that it's like a total slum or anything, don't get me wrong, but it's just, it could be nicer. It could be more presentable. So 500 subs house tour. So if you've not subscribed already, hit subscribe to join the vibe. And in the meantime, I'm going to get back to my brownie and then back to the chat. Delicious. Bronson says, "Is everyone here a mod?" No, Bronson, but we do have a great mod squad. We've got a great mod squad, but the truth is that sometimes people ask to be mods, and we can't have too many mods. We want to keep it chill. And when we've got more mods than other crew members, all of a sudden, the mods look a bit menacing. Like, what's going on here, mate? So yeah, we try and keep it chill. And if you wonder what we're talking about, 15 people watching the stream. As I said before, we're hanging out, we're vibing, we're chilling, and I'm going to catch up with some of the comments in the chat because I always fall behind. And then I have to play catch up. So with that being said, let me get back to the chat. Fixie says, "Is this Kurt Cobain?" This is not Kurt Cobain, but I've been called worse things. And what's up to Sterny, who's in the chat? Good to see you, Sterny. Yumi Chan says, "Oh well, never mind. Hopefully I didn't miss another message from Yumi, because if I've missed Yumi's message, that'll be exciting. Cool. Nearly caught up, I think. So let me get back to the bottom. Ben B382 says, can I request a song for you to play? Now, Ben, normally we do song requests, but lately we haven't been doing them just because I'm through here, the tunes are through there. But when we get the new laptop, which is coming in soon, then we're going to start doing song requests again. So I'm looking forward to that because when I've got the laptop, guys, it's just going to be super easy. I could just like stream from my phone or like the camera there, have my little laptop there, and boom, we'll be cooking on gas, as my dad would say. Charlene is going to an Alex Warren game. We'll have a good time at that. You're a busy gal. That's what I'm seeing, Charlene. That's what I'm seeing. And WB says you should do like vegan traveling. WB, I'm gonna do some traveling next year, and I'm gonna do some what I eat in a day videos. But like more than that, I'm gonna do like hopefully long form videos on YouTube where it's like how I live in Vietnam for £4 a day or like three quid a day or something. I want to go to Vietnam and live there and eat loads of really cheap food and make loads of tofu and rice noodles and just like show the internet, the interwebs, the YouTubes how it can be done. I just frisbeed that blueberry right there. So anyway, that will be coming hopefully next year. So I'm looking forward to doing, as you say, WB, some like vegan traveling stuff, but just like budget travel stuff, like budget eat stuff. I want to start doing more like maybe like budget meals with myself because who doesn't like a bargain, right? Who doesn't like eating good food and doing it for cheaply? Well, hopefully you guys like that because I don't want to be telling the people on the internet what to like. Like, what, you don't like that? You're losers. I don't want to be doing that, but we'll see. Ben says, the artist is Mr. Traumatic and the song is I Love Females. Well, Mr. Traumatic is a good artist, but right now, unfortunately, the song request machine is out of commission. But worry not, Ben B382. We will be back in business with the song requests. Shout out to the 19 people watching the stream right now. If you're wondering what's going on, we're hanging out, we're vibing, we're catching up with the chat comments, and I'm currently eating a chocolate brownie made by my dear mother. And there is a blueberry on the spoon as well, so don't worry, I'm getting my nutrition in. And for real though, like I've said before, these brownies are actually really healthy, so don't even trip. Shout out to Robin as well, who I've not even said hello to, but she's been here getting busy in the background. So shout out to Robin and shout out to everyone that's watching this stream right now. If you're new here for the first time, hit subscribe to join the vibe. We've got a lovely crew of people, and every time we stream, everyone is super welcoming to one another in the chat, and that's what we love, honestly. Bronson says, is everyone here? Oh, we've already done Bronson's comment. Noah Hughes says, sponsored fingerboarder here. Yeah, Noah, shout out to you with the sponsored fingerboarding by Black River, I believe. Kaylin says, Edward, can I have some brownie? Unfortunately not. This brownie is an online model only. Digital brownie, as far as you're concerned, Kaylin. But I really wish like I could share some food with you guys. And like I said before, if we ever get to the stage of doing like a subscriber meetup, I'd love to provide some food for people. Like, just, I don't know, some cheap, tasty food. Could be a good thing. Could be a nice thing. Guitar Freak says, I'm just scrolling through before bed. It's like 5:30am here, and I've been up all night. You're literally the most pleasant person I've ever come across. So drop a like and leave you to it. So, Guitar Freak, you've probably left the room, but thank you so much for that really kind comment. And I hope somehow you do see this response to you, because like I've said many times before, and I will continue to say, I really do appreciate when people show a bit of positive energy my way, a bit of kindness, a supportive comment, a little bit of motivation, whatever it might be. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. We've got some great things coming for the channel. At 500 subs, we're doing a little tour of my house. I still owe the chat a 200 subs Roblox stream, so I'm in debt. I'm in debt to the chat. However, I am a man that delivers. So for real, if you want to join the journey, hit subscribe. It's not all about me. There's a lovely community of people as well. So these streams are all about being welcoming. Like we've said many times before, we don't care who you are, where you're from, whether you're black, you're white, you're young, you're old, gay, straight, it doesn't matter. If you're here for a chill time and to hang out, make friends, you're in the right place. I'm going to try and catch up with the comments because I'm in debt. Like I said, I'm in debt with the chat. And I'm trying to catch up with messages. So let's see how far I can get on. And yes, Jazz, I will always do my best to pronounce Saskatchewan correctly. It is a mouthful. And Mr. 10 Years in the Joint is back in the chat and saying, yo, Captain Positivity, yo, Mr. 10 Years, what's up to you? Good to see you, and good to see 20 people tuning into the live right now. We're hanging out, we're vibing. There is no specific theme of this conversation, but as always, we're coming together, positive energy, good vibes, hanging out. And I'm eating a chocolate brownie, so that's part of the reason why I'm pumped up. I've even got a cold glass of soy milk to wash it down with. So right now, life's pretty good. We've got the tunes on in the background. The chat's here. Who are you? If you're out there, if you're one of the same people watching, jump in the chat and say hello. I would love to give you a shout out personally. Yumi says, how's your day going, pal? Yumi, my day's going pretty well. Thank you very much for asking. I've been to Manchester today to pick up some new clothes. Got some new t-shirts, some new shorts. So that was a good day out. Here I am now. I've made it back home, eating some chocolate brownie, chilling with 25 people watching the live. It's feeling like a good vibe. I don't know, guys. What are you saying? Who's out there? What's happening? Is everybody feeling the energy? Because right now, I'm feeling pretty good. These streams are all about us, me, and you vibing together. And like I've said before, if it's just me talking to no one, these streams don't make any sense. So thank you for being here, being part of the journey. And like I keep on saying, 500 subs, guys. It's coming in soon, and we're going to do the house tour. And what more can I say? I'm going to be mopping. I'm going to be sweeping. I'm going to be cleaning my little man cave, not a man cave, but my little place up. And yeah, looking forward to showing you around. So hit subscribe to join the vibe. And big love as well to everyone that's hitting the like button. Recently, we've been we're doing pretty well on likes. It's always a lot of fun. And I think the chat was here the other day when I got to 51 likes and I did 51 press-ups. So if you want to see me struggle through more press-ups, then let's get the likes cranked up. But in any case, back to the chat. Betting Pete says, do you live in Thailand? I do not live in Thailand, but I went to Thailand for the first time last year and it was amazing. It was an absolute vibe. If anyone's watching this right now and you ever get the chance to go to Thailand, I'd do it. I really would recommend it because it's a great place to visit. It has a very nice atmosphere. Now, don't get me wrong. If you go in as I was, just to travel and enjoy yourself, it's different than if you're working in a factory in Thailand in 35-degree heat for like £3 a day. Like, that's different. So I'm not oblivious to that. But at the same time, just generally, if you want to go and visit, I really would recommend it. It's chill. It's chill and it's relatively cheap. It's not as cheap as some places in South East Asia, like Thailand. It is cheap, but I want to go to Vietnam next year because it's even cheaper. And I also just want to see generally like what Vietnam's like as well. And Fixie says, you have very nice hair. I love it. Well, thank you, Fixies. I'm actually going to wash my hair tonight because it's about that time. But I thought I don't have time to wash it before stream, so we have to do what we can. But thank you for the compliment. And Charlene, you have a nice day as well. Sterny is back from training. Thank you for making it back, Sterny. And Quasi is in the chat. So shout out to you, Quasi. Shout out to Huntsman, who's in the chat as well. Moderator Huntsman, good to see you. And have I missed anybody? Abinash says, have you done your meals? Have you done your meals? What do you mean, Abinash? Have I eaten my meals? Have I made my meals? What do you mean? Let me know. Oh, refreshment. See you later, Charlene. Take care for now. And Robin has had a busy day. Right, we're catching up. You guys are wanting the brownie. What's up to It's Filmed? Shout out to you. And hello to NW Cool Sunny. That's a good name. And hello to Narendra, who says, hello, brother. Hello to you, Narendra. Good to see you. Love it when new people jump in the chat for real. And you're saying hello. Love the energy. Ryan Ryan DeLonge says, fruitarian? Question mark. I'm not a fruitarian. But shout out to anyone that can be a fruitarian because I don't think I could do it. And I'm a vegan of over 10 years. Love fruit, love vegetables, love eating healthily. But fruitarian would honestly be a diet that I would find. You know, people say to me, like, as a vegan, look, when they hear I'm vegan, they're like, do you not find being vegan difficult? Honestly, I find it really easy. Like, pretty much anywhere I go, I find it really easy, particularly in the UK. Other countries, like I went to South Korea recently, that was difficult because obviously the language barrier and it's just not a familiar concept over there. But generally speaking, super easy. But fruitarian, let me know in the chat, guys, if you know what a fruitarian is, because I'm sure Ryan does. But it's a pretty, I don't want to say extreme diet, but it is a kind of an extreme diet in a way. It's a pretty intense diet. However, this would probably qualify within a fruitarian diet. Although do fruitarians, is it like a raw vegan situation, or like a raw vegan situation where you can't have heat? Because this has been cooked in the oven. This is a chocolate brownie. If you've just tuned into the chat and you're wondering what's going on, this is a homemade chocolate brownie made by my mother, and it's a healthy one. It's got banana, cocoa powder, peanut butter, flaked almonds, some apricot in there, but it's a generally very healthy brownie, and soon I will drop the recipe. James Wright says, cheap, nasty, down and dirty food can sometimes be the best. You know what, James? I can't even lie. I can't even lie and try and disagree with you because you're right. You're not wrong. You're right. Sometimes can be the best. But you know the best case scenario is when you have, like you said, cheap, down and dirty food, but there's like a healthy aspect to it. Now, no, that's not what you want to hear. You want the cheap, nasty, dirty food. But sometimes if you can put a bit of veg in there, you just kind of cut through the trash. Do you know what I'm saying? It's Film says we playing Roblox. Not right now, but like I said before, I do owe the chat a 200 subs Roblox stream, so I am in debt on the old Roblox. All right then. Claire says, do you believe in God? Brackets Christian. Claire, I am not religious, and actually there are only two things we don't talk about on these streams, and that is politics and religion. That's not because it's not important to people or we want to deny anyone a chance to speak, but it's just those two topics are quite divisive, and these streams are all about coming together from all over the world, whoever you are. Like I said, whether you're religious, you're not religious, you are one way inclined or another way inclined, like you're one way type of politics, another type, it doesn't matter. These are neutral spaces where we can kind of like put our differences to one side. So you asked the question in a very respectful way, Claire, but I just thought I'd give you a heads up. That's kind of the one thing we don't talk about, or the two things we don't talk about. Have I missed anyone? Pranish says hi. Hello to you, Pranish. Good to see you in the chat. And Andrei Ivanov. I hope you're still watching, Andrei Ivanov, because you say like, subscribe, tick, done, thumbs up. Andrei, thank you so much. That is really, really kind of you and much appreciated. I'm pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure tonight is the first time I've seen your username in the chat. So thank you so much, Andrei. You've entered the chat and you've done it with a bang. So really appreciate you liking and subscribing. Big love to you and welcome to the crew. What more can I say? Okay, I'm catching up. And Naveen Emily is back in the chat and she says hi. Thank you, Naveen. No, sorry. Thank you to Yumi Chan, who says you're glowing, which is a very nice thing to say. It's probably the lighting I've got over here. Like I'm not glowing like facially, I don't think. It is some good lighting. For example, watch. I'm not glowing anymore. Well, there you go. That's a bit too much glow. Hopefully that's decent levels of glow. And soon, you know what, as I'm going to treat myself to a new light, because this is just a desk light I've got above me. So I'm going to treat myself to not even a ring light, but like I think it's called a key light, where it's just like a panel, right? It's like an LED panel. So I'm going to treat myself to one of those. But as I said, Naveen says, hi. Good to see you, Naveen. How are you doing? Eddie's struggling to keep up with the event log. Yeah, this is the thing, Eddie. You can only do a bot's job so far. You did an amazing job, but the bot's just too efficient. Robin says, did you see my update on my intro on Discord? No, Robin, I've not seen that update. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Huntsman, for moderating what you had in your sandwich. So what I will say, though, is that you had a coffee with jacket potato and coleslaw. It was so good. And a sandwich. Well, Huntsman, that sounds like a carbolicious meal, and I'm glad you enjoyed. Okay. What's up to Alison, who says, what's up? What's up to you, Alison? Good to see you. And Andrew says, they speak English everywhere. Now, I think this is in reference to the comment left before about Korea. I was saying in Korea it was difficult because not as many people spoke English, and it was more difficult to kind of find out whether stuff had like more stuff in or whatever. But Andrew was saying they speak English everywhere, which they do. This is true. But some places better than others. And Buses and Train Spotting 121 says, hello. Good to see you, Bus and Train Spotting. Lovely energy. How are you doing tonight? Candy Kittens 48 says, can you please do me a shout out? Candy Kittens 48, this is a shout out just for you. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Good to see you. HG is in the chat. Good to see you, HG. How are you doing? You've just got back. You've been out all evening. Well, I hope you had a nice evening, HG. Thank you very much, Eddie, for pinning a great message, which I'm going to pin. Be respectful. No scrum. Hang on a sec. Be respectful. No spam. No begging for mods. No hate. Keep chat clean. No religion or politics. And the Discord link. So if you're on Discord, make sure you jump in that. We've got a nice little crew of people in there. 74749 says, hey, Shaggy, why are you always eating? Well, I'm not Shaggy, but I do like my food. And so if you ever join my lives, you may see me eating. If you ever watch my videos, you may see me eating. But when I'm not eating, I'm chatting and I'm catching up with you guys in the chat. So thanks to everyone that put stuff in the chat for me to read out. I love connecting with you. And if you're one of the 17, 15 people watching the stream right now, shout out to you. Now, there's a slim chance that you may not have already jumped in the chat to say hello and tell me where you're from. But like I've told the chat many times before, I love connecting with people from all over the world. So if you're out there, say hello in the chat. I would love to give you a shout out and connect with you. My Nothing Really is back in the chat and says, hi, you okay? I am doing all right, thank you very much. I'm chilling with you guys. We've got 17 people vibing along, 20 likes on the stream, and I've just been finishing off a little bit of homemade chocolate brownie made by my mum with a blueberry and a cold glass of soy milk. Now today I've been to Manchester, so it's been a busy day, but I've got some new clothes, I've made it back home, I've had some food, I'm eating a brownie, 15 people chilling with us on the stream. Feeling pretty good right now. So let me know how you guys are doing. I want to know what your days have been like. And thank you, HG, for the update. You say 21 likes, by the way. W every single person who joins these lives. I'm going to keep saying it. These streams are only fun when you guys join with me. If it was just me talking to myself, that would not be a fun experience. Mainly because I'd get pretty bored of my own voice. I'd be like, oh, this guy again, like he won't shut up. Why does he keep going on? He's just talking about the same things. We get it, mate. But when you guys are here, when you guys are making the chat pop off and give me fun stuff to read out, it's a lot of fun. So shout out to you all, and big up to everyone as well who welcomes other people into the room. And if you're one of the regulars and you ever see someone new enter the chat, keep up the good work and welcoming them to the room, to the space, to the stream. You know what I'm saying. And what's up to Dobby McSnuffy, who... No, not McSnuffy. Dobby Snuffy, not Dobby McSnuffy. It's not the McDonald's version of Dobby. You say, hi, bro, how are you? Dobby, I'm doing pretty chill, thank you. Like I just said, chilling, been shopping today. Having a nice cold drink, a little bit of food. So, yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good, Dobby. How are you doing? And you know what's annoying, guys, is that right now I've got one of these flaked almonds, and it's like here. It's like here and like sort of stuck in my teeth, but I really want to get my finger in there, but at the same time I'm on stream and I don't want to do that to you guys. And Rob is in the chat. The Robster under the he's just done today, lol. I think I've missed the context, but I think Rob has done 3 streams today. So shout out to Rob, who's been crushing it on YouTube recently. Rob of viral short fame. Rob cleaning up those subscribers. But for real, shout out to Rob under the Depression Talk channel. As you can guess from the title of his channel, he does a lot of good work around depression, anxiety, his experiences with that. So Rob's vibing along. He joins my streams, I join his. But right now, we are chilling, and there's 17 of us vibing along together. So if you're new here, let me remind you, these streams are all about good vibes, positivity, and coming together from all over the world. I don't care, and we don't care whether you're young, you're old, you're black, you're white, you're Asian, you're poor, you're rich, it doesn't matter to us. If you're here for a chill time, that's what matters. And we've only got 2 rules really around here. We don't talk about politics or religion, and that's just, again, to keep it nice and neutral so that we can all come together and leave our differences at the door and focus on the things which bring us together, whether that's sport, music, a little bit of food, whatever it might be. We're here for a nice time. So hit subscribe to join the vibe, and let me get back to the comments. Speaking of food, Sterny is not a coleslaw fan. You should put it all in caps, like, because that's how much he hates it. No coleslaw for Sterny. Yubi asks me, your favourite Nirvana song? Oh, good question. Good question. I like Heart-Shaped Box, honestly. I mean, that's like, I know, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Nirvana themselves hate that one, like, but I think Heart-Shaped Box is a really well-written song. Yeah, that's probably that's the one that comes to mind, honestly. I do really like Nirvana. I do like grunge in general, to be fair. Like, I know my hair looks a little bit like Kurt Cobain's. That's what people keep saying. I suppose it does, kind of. Okay, let me catch up. Can anyone see me?